Hey guys, my name's Rebecca and I just want to welcome you to our online class tonight. This is an introduction to essential oils class. So if you are new to essential oils, have very little experience using essential oils, then we are extremely hopeful that the videos that you're going to see and all the information that you're presented with tonight is going to be extremely helpful to you, specifically because you don't know anything about them. But I think it might actually also be helpful for you even if you have used them before, but it's a good refresher to hear about how to use them and just the benefits of a lot of the basic oils that we're talking about tonight. So I'm really hopeful that you will leave with a lot of questions answered. If you don't and you have a lot more questions, please feel free to comment and ask those questions. A couple of things before we jump in to these videos. There was a graphic that was posted that says roll call. You want to put your name underneath that graphic. So sign in with your name and the person who invited you to this class. You want to do that because we are giving away a few samples of oils at the end of the class, and we are going to use that roll call, not our actual sheet, I guess, but that roll call area to do that drawing. So your name can't be entered in the drawing unless you put your name there tonight. You have until 8:15 Central Standard Time to do that. We're starting at 7:30, so you have 45 minutes to get that figured out. Also, if you are watching these videos tonight and you're thinking, oh man, I wish I could watch this video again, or I have to leave in the middle because my child's screaming and I can't watch the whole thing, don't fret. These videos are going to be left up for the next 24 hours, and you can come back and watch them again if you need to. Also, as you're going along watching these videos tonight, refresh your screen periodically so that you can catch every video that we post regularly and you can stay up to date with us. Also, we are live with you tonight. This video is not live, obviously, but we are live online with you tonight. So if you have questions, please comment under the videos, ask away. We are happy to provide as much information to you as we possibly can. That said, we are going to be sharing a lot of information with you this evening about essential oils, how they've impacted our lives personally and the lives of our families from a health standpoint. I know personally they've impacted our lives in a tremendous way. We don't go to the doctor anymore unless it's an emergency, really. The oils have helped in that way. They've helped us save a ton of money. Those things are all well and great, but it's really important for you to remember that I am not a doctor, and these other people that are posting videos are not doctors either. We're not healthcare professionals. That said, all of this information that you're getting is for educational purposes only and not meant to cure, diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease that you might have or any ailment that you might have. And if you decide after this class that you want to jump into an oily regimen, that's great, but we really encourage you to talk with your doctor just like you would before you embark on any new routine to address any health problems that you might have. Do that, and if they aren't familiar with essential oils, what a great opportunity to be able to share that with them. So we highly, highly encourage you to do that. Now, we know that most of you are new to essential oils in general, and that you don't maybe even know what they are. You might know that people use them for everything from a burn to not getting sick to if they get the flu. Oh my gosh, they're using all these oils to prevent the rest of their family from getting the flu or to get over the flu more quickly than maybe they would have otherwise. But if you don't know what an essential oil actually is or what is in those amazing little bottles that you see people carrying around with them, then it's not going to be all that helpful to you. So I want to tell you what is actually in the bottles that you see. An essential oil is the lifeblood of a plant. In a plant, they carry oxygen, initiate cell regeneration, and are the plant's defense mechanism against infection. When we're able to distill these oils properly, we can retain those same compounds and utilize those in and outside of our own bodies. Hence all of the health benefits that you hear people touting about all of the essential oils that they're using. They are small enough to penetrate the cell membrane as well as cross the blood-brain barrier. The Internal Wellness Directory explains that a single drop of essential oils, try to wrap your mind around this, contains 40 million trillion molecules. That is approximately 40,000 times more than the number of cells in the average human body. If you combine that with their ability to penetrate the cell membrane, the ability for one drop of essential oil to affect every cell in your body when you apply it quickly is pretty amazing, and that's why you're hearing about them tonight and why you know so many people that are using them, and it's transforming the way that they approach health and wellness for their family. The In order to retain these components, it's imperative that the oils are derived a certain way, very particular way. That brings me to my next point that we want to be clear about before we jump into talking about specific oils and how you use them, something that you need to be aware of. So we're only talking about oils tonight that we're talking about Young Living essential oils, only Young Living essential oils. The oils you find in your health food store or anywhere online, we can't vouch for those, but we can vouch for Young Living, and that's because Young Living is very open about their distillation process. Everything from a company standpoint, they're extremely open about, and you can even visit the farms that they have to see it from seed to seal, that we're going to talk about here in a second. Young Living is all about purity, and they have been in business for over 20 years, so they have longevity within their company, which is something that you can trust as well. They produce therapeutic grade essential oils. Young Living steam distills their oils with some, such as their citrus oils that are cold pressed, but they steam distill their oils. The process of getting oils from the plant to a bottle is considered by some to be an art form, and Young Living does it extremely well. The compounds within the oil are extremely fragile, and they are affected by pretty much anything and everything that you could think of. So climate, fertilizer, soil health conditions and history, altitude, harvesting methods, and especially the distillation process. We can rely on Young Living because they have what they call the seed to seal process, as I mentioned before. This means that from the time the seed is sourced to the time that the oil is sealed into a bottle, that Young Living applies the most rigorous quality standards to those oils. They have a lot of quality control that they put into their processes to ensure that you're getting essential oils the way that nature intended you to get them. Young Living is the world leader in production of essential oils, and they own their own farms. Gary Young, who's the founder of Young Living, has built 11 of them around the world. And as I stated before, you can visit those farms and see the process from seed to seal, and you can even participate in that process if you would like to. There's just a lot. It's just open. You can watch it happen, so you can trust where your oils are coming from. It's so important, and why we can trust that Young Living oils are pure. They know the history of the land. Their pest control is done using essential oils, actually, and they actually weed control by hand. So they have people that they just pay strictly to pull weeds. That's all they do, meaning they just take a crazy amount of precautions when it comes to their oils. Young Living labs and third-party labs do 8 different testings on every batch of oil, and only 30% of those actually are sold to us. So they test every batch of oil 8 times, and only 30% of the oils they actually sell to the public. So to reiterate, we're only talking about Young Living oils. We would hate for you to go out and buy a different oil only to find that it doesn't work for you, or even worse, that maybe it hurts you or has a negative impact on you, which would be not good at all. Now, in addition to that, I want to tell you how to use essential oils. There are 3 main ways that people use them, and 3 main ways that specifically Young Living oils can be used. The first way is aromatically, or inhaling the benefits, the properties of the oil themselves. The second is topically on your skin, and the third is internally, or ingesting those oils. If you want to use them and inhale them, you can use them in a diffuser, putting a couple drops of your oil in your diffuser with some water and diffusing them that way, or you can put a couple drops of oil on your hands and then just inhale them that way on your hands. A lot of people do it that way, or putting it on their skin so they can inhale it that way, or maybe even on like a diffuser necklace, something like that, to get the aromatic benefits of the oils. The second way, topically on your skin, you can put a lot of the oils, they're gentle enough to put directly on your skin, or if they are considered a hot oil like peppermint or thieves, it's a good idea to read all of the instructions on each particular bottle of oil that you have, so that you know if it requires a carrier oil. If you hear of something requiring carrier oil is all it is just a vegetable oil. So we happen to use coconut oil as a carrier oil for ours. You could use olive oil or any vegetable-based oil, jojoba, avocado, whatever oil you have as a carrier oil. It doesn't change the effectiveness of the essential oil, but it does make it so that it won't burn your skin, which is always a good idea. I dilute every oil that I have for my kids specifically. A good ratio, a rule of thumb for that is 1 drop of oil to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil for your kids. I even dilute lavender with my kids. I think it's pretty great. Lavender is gentle, and I have occasionally put it directly on them and not worried about diluting it, but I dilute it because it lasts longer, and then I don't have to buy another bottle of lavender for even longer. It's pretty fantastic. Essential oils are amazing that way. Also, the third way that you can use them is to ingest them, and some use capsules for that. They put a few drops of their oil in a capsule that they can take as a pill with water, and they'll put a carrier oil in with that, or maybe putting a couple drops directly into water. Or you can even maybe put a couple drops in honey, and then maybe mix it with your water, or even just take it directly in a tablespoon of honey or something like that. So those are the 3 main ways. Something really important to remember in relation to your oils is some cautions that you need to take. If you were to accidentally get an oil in your eye, for example, there are lots of places you don't want to apply any oils. One of those is your eye, the other is your ears, and the other would be your nose. So anywhere there's like mucous membranes, it can burn a lot if you get essential oils directly in those places. So it's not going to do any permanent damage, but it will hurt like the dickens. So if you were to get any essential oil in your eye, then what you need to do is get carrier oil immediately and apply that carrier oil in your eye. So if you got lavender in your eye, for example, which I have done myself, it is no fun. You just get a big glob of coconut oil, which is what I did, and push it on your eye, and that will cleanse it out. Oil mixed with oil is going to clean it out. So do not use water. Water will make it worse, so much worse. So definitely don't ever use water. If you're out at a restaurant or something and you don't happen to have a carrier oil on hand, you don't have your bottle of olive oil carrying around in your purse, ask for butter or whole milk, something that's fatty, to get that essential oil out of your eye or wherever you might have it, that it's too strong, that you're seeing a negative reaction on your body. That said, now that you know what an essential oil is, why Young Living is better, and why we're only talking about Young Living, and then also how you can use them, we want to talk to you specifically about some oils in the Everyday Oils collection through Young Living, which is the most popular collection that people buy. And then at the end, we'll talk to you about how you can go about getting these oils. But until then, enjoy the videos and comment with all your questions. We're happy to answer any questions that you might have, and I hope you enjoy and get so much information. And we just hope that your journey to better the health of your family is encouraging, and that you learn a whole lot. Thank you so much.